Why do many young voters support the Green New Deal? Undoubtedly, the U.S. education system has shaped their views about energy and the environment. For instance, every year more than 1.6 million students take the famed Scholastic Assessment Test, commonly known as the SAT. In May 2018, an article that appeared on the reading portion of the exam made some bold claims about solar power, saying that it is now competitive with other energy sources in many markets and is a ray of sunshine for the U.S. economy. Is this the truth? Let's look at just facts. How cost competitive is solar with other forms of energy? Determining the relative costs of electricity generating technologies is quite complicated, and it's very hard to compare the value of intermittent energy producers like solar and wind to power sources that can deliver on demand like natural gas. Yet the federal government's latest estimates find that electricity from new solar plants will cost an average of 23% more than natural gas in 2022. This is for utility-scale energy and does not account for the more costly rooftop solar systems, which comprise most of the solar capacity in the U.S. Furthermore, these government estimates make assumptions that stack the deck in favor of solar. A much more concrete indicator of solar's competitiveness is the actual energy it generates, which amounted to only 0.8% of U.S. energy consumption in 2017 and 0.1% of the world's energy in 2014. Some say that solar is just starting to be competitive and that its future is bright. But the federal government projects that solar will still provide less than 1% of the world's energy in 2050. This tiny contribution to energy supplies is in spite of 40 years of aggressive government action to bolster the solar industry. So where is the ray of sunshine for the U.S. economy in all this? According to the SAT, it's in 80,000 jobs that were created in the solar industry from 2010 to 2014. This is a naive viewpoint, for as detailed in the book Environmental and Natural Resource Economics, an encyclopedia, growth in the green jobs sector does not necessarily imply net job creation or economic progress for the following reasons. It is easy to promote job growth in a given activity by simply encouraging, subsidizing inefficient technologies that are more costly. We could, for example, use picks and shovels to dig for oil, but this would reduce the nation's productivity, which is the primary driver of living standards. The end product of a solar array or a wind farm is electricity output. Thus, increasing the amount of output produced from alternative energy or green energy sources reduces the output and jobs that would have been produced from fossil fuels. Hence, net job creation may be zero or negative. Given the capital-intensive nature of energy development, green or fossil fuels, it is unlikely that this sector would produce as many direct jobs as alternative uses of government support. The benefits would largely accrue to the owners of capital, i.e., business owners. One of the most basic concepts in economics and logic is weighing costs and benefits. A failure to do this can make virtually anything seem positive or negative. Yet the SAT ignored this essential principle of sound analysis and fed students a narrow, biased view of this issue. Ironic, given that the SAT aims to measure students' critical thinking and problem-solving abilities and claims to be evidence-based in design and content. Misleading students to believe that solar power is all pros and no cons is dangerous because it encourages them to support short-sighted policies that have serious consequences. For example, Germany has aggressively pursued solar energy, and it delivers 6% of the nation's electricity. Not its total energy, mind you, but just its electricity. Yet the average residential electricity price in Germany is 3 times higher than in the U.S., with taxes and levies on green energy projects amounting to about half their electric bills. Those are vitally important facts because energy is a crucial element of the economy, and a steep rise in energy prices can increase unemployment, decrease wages, and raise the cost of food, among other harmful effects that usually hit impoverished people the hardest. The SAT supposedly uses authentic texts from high-quality sources in its reading assessment, but its assertions about solar power's benefits are rooted in solar industry propaganda that is at odds with the facts. and this deceives students in ways that can really hurt people. I'm Amanda Reed Sheik, here with Just Facts. For more details and thorough documentation of every fact in this video, read the article, "The SAT is Feeding Students Solar Industry Propaganda" at justfactsdaily.com.